Welcome here to the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Championship Camogie semi-finals, live from Donaghmore Ashbourne GAA grounds. The semi-final draws have brought repeat clashes from the group stages, and in our first game we saw Laois put up against it against Cavan, but eventually coming out victorious in the end. Now at 4 o'clock it's Armagh or Tipperary who will be vying for a chance to join them on Jones's Road on August the 11th. Just as in the first semi-final, Armagh, who were beaten finalists in 2022, and Tipperary, beaten finalists last year, have very recent previous. In this case it was in the final round when both were assured of progression to the knockout stages from Group 2, having navigated their 3 previous ties without blemish. It was a comfortable triumph for the Premiers, who confined Armagh to 1-4 and prevailed by 11 points. Interesting though is that Armagh have scored more than Tipperary over their 4 group games, but Tipperary's defence have been fairly miserly, conceding no more than 1-8 to top the group. The Orchard girls, who've won the very league a Division 3A crown, had to overcome a sticky Roscommon challenge in the quarter-final to set up this reunion, with Rachel Murray, Ciara Geoghegan and Leanne Donnelly are serious operators, while former Cork All-Ireland winner and All-Star Jenny Curry, a mother who'll be 41 in October, continues to whet her appetite for silverware in Croke Park. Tipperary have been favourites for this championship from the offset, having reached the Division 2B league final and taking on intermediate opposition, beating Galway, drawing with Kilkenny and battling to a 3-point loss to Cork. Captained by Sinead Maher, who is a powerful presence in attack, Tip will also look to Laura Leland, Ciara Ryan, Ciara Brennan and Jenny Grace to lead them back to Croke Park. Our match officials today: referee is Max Malloy from Wicklow, standby referee Ronan Card from Dublin, and Cavan officials on the line: Lisa Bannon. Fourth official will be Louise Riley. All that action to come over the next hour and 20 minutes or thereabouts. But firstly, we're going to hear from both camps. So here we have Tipperary manager Bill Mullaney. Bill, in fairness to you, you're some man operated with the senior team and back here with the Premier Junior set up and trying to get back and right some of the wrongs of last year, aren't you?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's different from last year, as you know. Like, I mean, totally kind of different team, bit of a mix from last year as well. But, you know, the lads are there. Like, I mean, they're their own unit, their own team. They've worked hard all year. You know, we deserve to be here at the minute. You know, like, Armagh are going to give us some tests today again, even though we played them. It'll mean nothing today unless we show up as well, you know.
A lot of talk, obviously, the Bill this year. You've been the favourites for this from the offset. Like, you know, does that carry into the team? Would you be worried a little bit about things like that?
Well, I don't think that worries any team is complacency, that they don't, or you want them to show up and play on the game. But I mean, like, you know, you can play brilliant and the result mightn't go your way. Like, you know what I mean? So we just want to come up, give a performance, to do what we know, what we're capable of doing, and see what the result gives us then, like, you know.
We wish you the best of luck, Bill.
Right, thanks very much.
Mary McBride of the Armagh management team. Mary, how are you fixed an All-Ireland semi-final, looking to get back to Croke Park?
Absolutely, the girls are really up for it. You know, we didn't get to Croke Park last year. We lost out at this stage to the eventual winners. Girls, you know, have a fully fit squad and they're raring to go.
And that last couple of years, you know, the hurt is probably carrying some, and obviously, you know, the fact that you're able to bring back someone like Ciara as well, and you know, there's serious players there, obviously, that have done Armagh such good stead over the last number of years.
Yeah, absolutely. We have such depth on the panels that we have. There's the experience of Shelley, Jane, Ciara Geoghegan, and then you've got the youth coming through. We pulled some of our minors into the panel for the experience. So there's a brilliant blend of experience and youth.
Lots of people, obviously, Tipperary would have been favourites for this from early doors, like, you know, but I'm sure you're not coming here to just make up the places.
Absolutely not. We did lose out to Tipperary there in the group stages. You know, for our dues to Tipperary, they brought it out on the day. It was a horrible day, long journey. Today's another day, and we're not here to make up the numbers.
Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
welcome back up here to our commentary position for this second semi-final of the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie Championship. You can see Armagh and Tipperary getting ready. Just to let you know that Armagh have made 2 changes to their team, and we'll go through that quickly. They're led by, of course, one of their captains, Kiri Devlin of Grainmore, a well-established, of course, custodian between the posts. She wearing the number 1 shirt. Number 2, Michelle McCone of Ballymacnab, Gemma McCann of Madden, and then coming in wearing number 26, Anya Doyle from Tullysaran. She replaces Nicola Woods from Middletown. The half-backs are unchanged. Michelle McGuigan of Ballymacnab, Tullysaran's Emer Hayes will wear 6, and on Portmore's Katie Cumiskey will be on the left wing. At centre field, it's Katie Convey of Tullysaran, and she's joined by the other captain, Leanne Donnelly of Eglish. In the half-forward line then, there is one change, but number 10 will be worn by Emer O'Kane from on Portmore. She's joined in the half-forward line by her clubmate Niamh Forker, who will wear 11, and coming in wearing number 22 is Sinead Quinn of Derrynoose, and she replaces number 12, Tierna Maxwell. And then in the full-forward line, it is a right credible full-forward line. Rachel Murray of Grainmore, Ciara Gagan, of course, formerly Donnelly of Eglish, and Jennifer Curry of Middletown, as we pause for Oran Naveen. Trains of Oran Naveen as we head to Tipperary then, who are unchanged from the programme. Laura Linan of Shannon Rovers will be in goal. It's Lorna Ryan of Clonulty Rossmore, Silvermines Ciara Ryan, and Drummond Inch is represented by Maria Connolly in the left corner. The half backline made up of Orla O'Brien of Aero Gannacarty, Courtnahu Glengool by Sophie Prembrook will wear number 6, and from Cashel King Cormac's it's Lily Fahy. Amy Quinlisk of Kilruan McDonough's will be alongside, of course, the other Fahy in the team, Anna from Cashel King Cormac's. Then in the half-forward line, it's Gillian Quirk of Toomevara, St Killian's Ciara Brennan, and Grace Maloney of Cashel King Cormac's. And the full-forward line made up of Emma Flanagan of Newport Ballynahinch, Sinead Marr, the captain from Killadangan, and Jenny Grace from Burgess Tohara will be out in the left corner. Match official Max Malloy from Wicklow being helped out by standby referee Ronan Carroll of Dublin, Lisa Bannon of Cavan, and the fourth official is Louise Riley of Cavan, as Max gets ready to throw the ball in for the right to play Laois in the Premier Junior Final on Sunday, August the 11th in Croke Park at 12 noon. Here we go. It's Tipperary against Armagh, the beaten finalists of the last 2 years, looking to right some of their wrongs and get back to Croke Park. Ball is in, game is on. It's Armagh that get the touch, but they are the ones defending the town end goal here. Ball breaking to Jennifer Curry in there. This Tipperary team, of course, getting to the final last year where they were beaten by Clare, but a very still experienced Tipperary team. Bit of change, of course, from that team that lost this at the final last year. Number of senior experience as Sophie Pembroke played that ball across towards Emma Flanagan. Ball down along the wing over on that far side is quite tight, and I think that's the first sideline ball I've seen over on that side of the field today in the 2 matches, and it comes in the opening stages of our first game. We had a goal for Cavan and subsequently went on to get 2 more, but lost out in the end by 2-16 to 3-7. A 1-point game it was on 47 minutes, so this game has potential to be like that too, but we'll see how it plays out. Tipperary, many people's favourites from the off in the championship, the way they have managed this, attempting to get to Croke Park, and I'm sure they'll be hoping that their seniors will be in Croke Park. Those senior semi-finals next weekend in UPMC Nolan Park, live on RTE television. And if you're a Camogie fan, as also next weekend the intermediate semi-finals will be on the Camogie YouTube channel. As we were speaking there, just spotted Waterford's Niamh Rocket pass by us. Keeping an eye on the action here as Tipperary have this free with Jenny Grace knocking that ball over the bar. Opening score into the town end then here for Tipperary. Comes here in the opening minute. If you were along for the first game, you'll know that there's plenty of sky activity. We're on a flight pad here out of Dublin Airport. Lots of planes coming overhead as that ball knocked long, and it's Armagh that have returned it there with Gemma McCann. An Armagh team, of course, loaded with experience, lost out in the semi-final stage to the eventual winners Clare in a cracking semi-final that we did here last year. But Armagh have added a few names and also have welcomed back, of course, one of their top scorers of all time, Ciara Geoghegan, as she now is. Ciara Donnelly, of course, sister of Leanne, who's one of the captains here, but it's TIPP that are doing the needful here at the minute. Keeping possession. We heard from both camps, but obviously heard from Bill Mullaney, a very experienced manager in Tipperary Camogie circles. That ball breaks forward, and it's Armagh with Rachel Murray, Grain Moore trying to get that ball forward, and it's Jenny Curry looking to get on to this now. Has support if she wants, but she jinks left and right, and the former Cork All-Star and All-Ireland winner knocks the ball over the bar. She's well ingrained in Armagh now, and Jenny Curry has got the opening score for Armagh here with 3 minutes gone. For, of course, now playing club with Middletown as Armagh come on the attack with their captain Leanne Donnelly, but she's hooked there by Amy Quinlisk. And just as Tipperary were about to set loose there, referee judges the foul on the ball, and it's an easy chance, you'd imagine, here for someone of the capabilities of Ciara Geoghegan. Ciara, of course, away from the setup last year, having a baby, and back in the fold for Armagh in an effort to get back to Croke Park that they did in 2022 and lost that final that day. So she knocks it up and over the bar, and Armagh have taken the lead here for the first time. Fairly respectful start here at the minute, as again Armagh coming hot and heavy straight off the bounce there, and looks like a Tipperary player might have picked up a knock and all of that. I think it's going to be an Armagh free all the same. I think Ciara Brennan from the St. Killian's club, of course, right on the Tipperary Offaly border, is looking for a replacement Hurley, and she's got it. And free going to be taken by Armagh centre-back Emer Hayes, the Tully Saran club, knocking it down into corner, looking for the run of Geoghegan. I might say Donnelly on the other occasion, so I don't mind that, but Ciara popping the ball inside. The referee said that was a throw ball in the direction of Niamh Forker, and Forker was in a bit of space there. Armagh meaning business here. This, of course, our second semi-final. Laois already in the final on August the 11th. Triple header of action that day in headquarters. Premier Junior 12 o'clock intermediate final will be at 2. Those semi-finals to be played next weekend, next Saturday to be exact. And then the senior final at 4:15. Those semi-finals to be sorted out next Saturday afternoon in UPMC Nolan Park. Ball knocked long. Tipperary will be looking for both teams to be in Croke Park on that day, but at the moment they trail Armagh here. 5.5 minutes gone. Ball played long. It's Armagh that have started it better. Jennifer Curry rolling off of the corner back there for Tipperary, using her experience well there to get away from Maria Connolly. Got the ball in the direction of Sinead Quinn. Sinead, who did quite well for Armagh here last year, is back to Curry in the spot, and Jenny just knows exactly where to be, knocking that ball over the bar, and she's pushed out the lead here. Jennifer Curry with the scores for Armagh. 3-1, 6 minutes gone, and Tipperary wouldn't want to take anything for granted here. Onion Doyle, Tully Saran is the change, of course, along with the other girl there that just touched that ball. Sinead Quinn got a rap on the knuckles as taken on with the ball there was Katie Convey. Getting the ball inside, pull of the jersey, Rachel Murray trying to get away. gets the ball back, with the referee's going to give a free in. And everything, of course, with Armagh GA at the minute. Glowing in lights. Wouldn't they love to be in Crow Park? Their ladies football team in a semi-final this evening in Tullamore, and their men already in a final. It'll be some bumper weekends for Armagh GA fans if all this was to work out. Chance in for Gagan, knocking that ball up and over the bar, and herself and Jennifer Curry are doing the needful here. Tipperary still look a little bit nonchalant out there, whereas Armagh have come to play a game. As the ball is knocked long. Wind is behind the puck out of the Tipperary goalkeeper, Laura Linan, as that ball breaks though in Tip's favour. To throw a stick at it there was Emma Flanagan. Ball is recycled out, and it was Orla O'Brien to give it on. Looking for that ball there, Gillan Kirk, but the shot is going to come in from Tipperary and have they narrowed the gap. The umpires are going for the flag, and that's a good point for Tip here with coming up on 9 minutes gone. That ball knocked over the bar by their midfielder, Anna Fahy. So 4 points to 2. Tip got the opening score. Armagh then with 4 from Jennifer Curry and Ciara Gagan. And then just at that latest point there is Armagh were trying to get on that ball. Sinead Quinn, it looked like she was pulled, or did she do the pulling? She's just fouled, so it's going to be a free for centre back then for Tipperary, Sophie Pembroke from Gurtenhoo Glengool, knocking that ball long and up and over the bar. That's a fair effort. Used the breeze behind her, put it up high, and from her own 65 practically puts that ball over the bar, narrowing the gap here again for a free that was hotly disputed in the crowd here. So driving on with it now, Sinead Quinn, the Derry News player, opening up in the ground before. She has the capability of winning the game on her own, and Sinead Quinn drives it in and over the bar. And there's any reason that she is starting. Caused all sorts of problems here for Clare last year before Clare eventually won out. Sinead Quinn, strong player for Armagh. Coming in off the wing now, she'll be very, very direct as that ball breaks. Weather conditions have changed hugely as the two number 6s trade ball down into the corner, and there's a bit of a run here now for Jenny Grace, losing the ball, and then with a flick across the body, dangerous ball is dropped in, it's over the bar. Lovely score for Tipperary, making it 5 points to 4. Kind of still feeling each other out here a little bit in the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie Championship semi-finals. Laois already in the final on August the 11th. Ball breaks. Jennifer Curry trying to play that ball into the middle, but a bit of a loose ball. Tip maybe getting aware to the capabilities of Jennifer Curry and Ciara Gagan. Into a bit of space now. Brennan looking to show a little bit of leg and get away from the centre back Emer Hayes. Settling on the ball, dropping it in. It's a dangerous enough one. Got to keep her eye on it. And Kiri Devlin did that very, very well. Kiri, of course, a former Soaring Star Award winner. Ball coming forward, breaking off the Tip back there. And it's picked up by centre back Sophie Pembroke. Free out. Max Malloy quite busy up and down the field as that ball is delivered down the far end. That's quick speed, but Armagh have sent it back up here in the direction of their number 11 Niamh Forker. Ball breaks. The Tip look like they may have numbers around it, And looking to break away with there, Amy Quinlisk playing the ball forward. Referee says she was fouled before he had a loud advantage, and it's back. 5 points to 4, but yet this game is still, maybe he's just struggling to get into a rhythm. So free for Tipperary. "12 minutes gone exactly. As that ball is knocked in and it's out to the left and wide from Pembroke. So 2 for Jenny Grace, 1 for Anne Fahy, 1 for Sophie Pembroke. They're the tip scores, but the 5 from Armagh, 2 from Ciara Geoghegan, 2 from Jennifer Curry, 1 from Sinead Quinn. 12 and a half minutes gone of the Glen Dimplex Premier Junior Camogie Championship second semi-final. Tip bench over there looking for the referee to call for steps, but free gone to Armagh, and it's going to be taken by Leanne Donnelly, one of the captains of this side, of course. Might be hunting out Jennifer Curry, might be hunting out her sister, or looking for Rachel Murray either. Ball in the direction of Murray, but it's cut out there by the Tip defence. Eventually work it between them, and it's cornerback Lorna Ryan from Clonalty Rossmore that sends it down the field. But Armagh redirected the pass now. Lovely ball over here towards Quinn. She got one already when she ran direct. She's going to come in off the line now, holding off the attentions of Fahy. Lily Fahy, that is, of course, the Fahy's part of this Tip setup. Referee Max Malloy said there was a high hurl there, and this should be, again, an opportunity here for Ciara Geoghegan. So Ciara Geoghegan standing over this. 2 points to her name already, both from place balls. Sends this on right over the black spot. Ciara Geoghegan doesn't tend to miss too many, as the puck out comes long and high from Lauren and Anne. Quinn, or I should say Brennan, looking to get onto this. Ciara Brennan playing it infield, looking for a bit of movement here out of her full forward, but it gets away from the captain, Sinead Maher. Tight to the line now, coming up here are Armagh. And it's looks like it's going to be a line ball for Tipperary. So Lily Fahy going to take this, the Cashel Kincorma's player. Looking for a bit of movement in field. Nothing accruing at the minute. Ball flicked away there by the Armagh defence, and eventually working it through, but it's opportunity for Brennan again, knocking the ball. It's a dangerous enough ball on the edge of the square. Saw a couple of fortuitous goals, of course, in the Laois and Cavan game, but it's Donnelly that's there to clear, but there's no one there in an orange jersey, and it's an opportunity for Orla O'Brien from distance, dropping this ball in, but it's gone all the way, hops in front of Kiri Devlin. She got a hand on it up and over the bar. That's a point for Tipperary. 6 points to 5, quarter of an hour gone in the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie Championship semi-final, and it's still very much tit for tat here. Ball out to centre back Emer Hayes, turns on to her left and knocks it towards Rachel Murray, but ball is broken away by Tip here, and good interchange of passes now. On it comes to Brennan, settling on this and driving it over the bar, and the St. Killian's woman has level matters up here at 6 points apiece. 60 minutes gone, 2 for Tip in the space of a minute, and now maybe we'll start peppering the pot a bit. Armagh looking to drive on now with their number 11 Forker. Quinn in there trying to dig it out, but she's been held off that ball. Gagan is in there trying to win it as well, and she does very well to pop out. Here's a shout from her sister Leanne. Donnelly now looking to break through. Pops it off here to wing back Michelle McGuigan. McGuigan going to have a shot ball. Is inside. It's a dangerous enough one. Leanne has got to be careful. She does very, very well. Knocking that ball over to the right hand side. Armagh intricate enough passing. Just no end result at the minute. As Tip looking to build now from the back with Pembroke. Well hooked there. Ball has fallen short. Armagh trying to disrupt now with a bit of movement here. Fahy. That's Lily playing it out here in the direction of Ciara Brennan. Brennan down along the line here. And Armagh getting back in numbers. Michelle McGuigan holding play up, and Jennifer Curry steps left and right. Jennifer, I'm sure, will be in Crow Park tomorrow watching her home county of Cork in the All-Ireland Senior Hurling Final. Providing she got a ticket like us all, hunting and they're like hen's teeth. But on my way here at Ashbourne, plenty of Clare and Cork fans already on the move in what we hope will be a cracking final tomorrow. But we're worrying about this. And so far, the first semi-final was a good game. Let's see what this brings as trying to move it on now. Quinn Lisk dropping the ball in on top of the head of Sinead Maher. Ball gets away from Sinead Maher, who's been marshalled well by Gemma McCann here in the early stages. Jenny Grace trying to get in there and disrupt matters, but looks like Armagh have done the needful to be able to work this ball out. Over here on this far side is McGuigan looking for the ball, and it's going to come in her direction. She's plenty of support, including from Ciara Gagan. Ball is knocked in direction. Curry was keeping an eye on it. Quinn did very well, looking to pirouette out with a tackle there, tried to get a shot off. Surely should have got it free. She definitely was having her hand held. Second time of asking. Quinn across the goal. Dangerous enough ball, but it's gone out to the left and wide. Only the second wide of the game. 6 points apiece it remains. 19 minutes gone. Ball breaks now, and a bit of a charge starting to come. This Emer Hayes being pushed all the way there by Tips number 10, Gillian Quirk, and knocks it out over the line. Going to be a tip ball. Down into the corner it goes. Armagh doing very, very well to disrupt that Tipperary attack at the minute, and they're finding it hard to get a grasp. Michelle McCone up along the line here. Looked like he come off hand there of the Armagh player Jennifer Curry, and it's Fahy that's going to take this opportunity maybe to play it to Grace Maloney. Maloney coming behind Lily Fahy here, but that gap has been cut off now. As you said, the battle of the finalists of 2022 and 2023. Armagh looking to right some of the wrong of last year, losing out in the semi-final. Of course, the Clare who eventually went on and beat Tip in the final. Tip throwing the ball around back there, having a shot at the post is Jenny Grace, and she put that ball to the left and wide. Not sure Bill Mullaney's going to be overly happy with some of the use of the ball. Tip haven't played with, it's not a huge breeze, but there is one there that's favouring Tip at the minute. As Kiri Devlin sends this ball over here in the direction of a number of Armagh players, but it makes its way to Fahy. The Fahy's linking up, Lily to Anna, but ball went astray a little bit, but Tip have got it back. It's Pembroke. Then she gets on to the break again as she tried to interchange the passes there with Grace Maloney. Just hard at distance to make out the Tip numbers on their jersey, of course, as that shot comes in. It looks like Laura O'Brien again, was it? And it's the Tip defence that are really the ones that are helping the score to trickle on. Tip back in front at 7 points to 6. Ball is out in the direction here of Armagh's number 11, Forker, but it's been Tip have turned it over. Oh, that look a sure pushing it back there on Ciara Geoghegan, as she was attempting to win the ball, but the ref is going to elect to throw it in. So Sinead Quinn and centre back Sophie Pembroke in this for a throw ball. Max Malloy, the official, throws it in. It's been won back by Tipperary. Number 7 stepping in for Armagh is Katie Cumiskey. And ball played across Jennifer Curry, I should say. Looked like she had the leg taken, and it's going to be a free in that again Ciara Geoghegan will stand over, and it's opportunity to make it 7 points apiece. Still very much like two feeling each other out here, and just seeing how play works out. No one cutting for broke at the minute. Three points to her name already. This probably the easier one of all she's had. And Ciara Geoghegan knocks the ball over the bar for her fourth free and brings Armagh to 7. .23 minutes gone. 7 points apiece. The Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie Championship semi-finals, and it's Tipp that have worked well on that ball. It's their full forward Sinead Marr that gets it in the direction here. Flanagan and Grace. We're battling it out down there. Armagh defence look like they're back in numbers though, but it looks like it's Marr. It's God at the second time Vaskin one-handed. She's going along, but Kiri Devlin. So where that ball went, it was coming across from Marr, but the referee said that she was being fouled. So it's a chance for Tipperary to go back in front. Great shot of the, I know if you can pick it up, Luke. Playing heading for sunnier climes, I wonder. Clouding over in Donaghmore Ashbourne here again. We thought we'd seen the last of the rain, but clouds over to our right hand side looking a bit ominous as that ball is tapped over the bar there fairly easily by Tipperary. Making it 8 points to 7 here. 24 minutes gone. Jenny Grace with her third point of the game. Ball break. Sinead Quinn starting to get in there and dig that ball out. 3 Tipperary players around her. Sinead Quinn is still going. She definitely had her feet taken from her there. Ref obviously alluding to it being accidental. Sinead Quinn then knocking this ball in on top of the edge of the square. Dangerous ball, looking to get a touch on it there. Emer O'Kane improvising a little bit, but that ball just got away from her, and it's Tipper looking to clear. Max Malloy, judging Tipp to have fouled it, and another chance here for Armagh, a little bit closer. And Ciara Geoghegan in the right pocket. Well, fancy this, I would imagine. Level things up, 25 minutes gone. The Laois players still hanging around in management, keeping an eye on obviously their opposition for the final on August the 11th, down here to my right hand side. Ciara Geoghegan with that undoubted style of her own, knocking this ball in, but she's pulled it to the left and wide. Proves that she is fallible. 8 points to 7 it remains. Tipperary, of course, and Armagh played in the last round game, but there was no question about it. With both already progressing, you weren't reading too much into that result. That saw Tipp win handily enough. Armagh have come here a different animal. All-Ireland semi-final in a place in Croke Park. Chance to join their men footballers as breaking onto this ball was Ciara Geoghegan. Tried to get that ball on there to Emer O'Kane, but Tipperary swarming in numbers now. They have 3 or 4 there trying to get that ball away from O'Kane, and they do. Bit of a block down there, but Armagh sitting in the pocket now. Oh, a little bit of nonchalant behaviour there from Katie Convey. Is she going to be punished here? Ball is knocked in on top of the head now. Looking for an opportunity to lay off the pass here. Spinning around Emma Flanagan. Free out, says the referee. He's looking. Yeah, it looks like he might have made the figure that he felt it was a throw. But led off there. And again, Armagh have been warned, you know, it can't be just tit for tat with the ball around the middle of the field. Chance kind of begging for Tipperary. 8 points to 7. Ball breaks in the middle. Katie Cummiskey was up there trying to win that ball, but it's Tip that are driving forward again. Their half back line going through a hell of a amount of work, Tip, at the minute. Gillian Quirk flicked that ball across. As Tip now tried to build, getting away from the attentions, and Tip, I'm sure, would love to go in at half time a couple of points up, because again it's a bit of an arm wrestle still out there. So looking for the sliotar is Jenny Grace. 3 points her name for the Burgess Tahara lady. And she has been as good on the freeze as Ciara Gagan has been. So up to this tight enough angle now. Knocking it forward and towards the post. The umpires are giving the nod, and that's gone out though to the right and wide. So bit of rain starting to fall here again. The crowd scuttling for jackets here. .28.5 minutes gone. 8 points to 7. Armagh with the ball in hand. Getting a bit crowded now around the middle. That's maybe suiting Tipperary because it's cut off some of the movement forward. Jennifer Curry trying to get inside the attention of Maria Connolly. Connolly wins this battle though, having lost maybe one or two of the ones previous. Tip looked like they'd overstepped it there a little bit, but the ball has been worked by Fahy out and down the field, and the referee says that there was a foul committed. And Max Malloy looking at the watch. There's still a minute of time, and I'd say it's a bit of a miss. Crowder, I said, heading for jackets. Everything, as I said, I thought we'd seen the last of the rain, but it's back again here as we head towards half-time whistle. Very much of an arm wrestle here, with Sophie Pembroke knocking the ball down the far side. The fullback for Armagh, Gemma McCann, got a touch on that, being helped out there by Anya Doyle, who was coming in at a change at the start. She's going backwards towards her own goal though. She needs a bit of help, and she does get it. Armagh lose that ball with their centre back. Tip all over there at the minute, and it looks like McCann has got to come in again. The Madden player blocked down, and Armagh now just living a little bit dangerously here. Ball is going all over the place, but eventually it's an orange and white jersey with Leanne Donnelly getting the ball forward towards Sinead Quinn, up ahead of Fahy there, trying to win that ball. Fahy goes down, dies on it, trying to be helped out there by Orla O'Brien. Ball is on the deck, battling out for Max Malloy, stands out of the gap and waiting to see how things will go. We are into additional time at the end of this first half. He eventually decides I'm going to throw the ball in, girls. 8 points to 7. Tip and Armagh are still battling it out here. Armagh losers, of course, at the same stage this time last year to Clare, who eventually went on and beat Tip in the final in Crow Park. Ball breaks, and it's going across field now in the direction of full forward. Sinead Maher, the captain, got a free, and she's urging on the players around her. She's getting special attention, there's no question about it, Sinead Maher, but she got up there, won that ball, and as she tried to spin, she was held up. And Max Malloy, no doubt, and given a free that Jenny Grace, you'd imagine, should tap over the bar, and I'd say it'll be the last action of this first half. The Wicklow official, though, he's the man in charge. So this, of course, the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie Championship semi-final between Armagh and Tipperary. Jenny Grace then from Burgess O'Hara standing over this, 3 points to her name, puts that ball up and over the bar. And there you have it then at half time as the teams head. It's just a little bit of a chink of light for Tipperary, take away some of the pressure, but credit Armagh. They are very much in this game, there is no doubt about it. They're not here to make up the numbers in any way, and you'd have to credit, as he said, the performance. However, Tip just seemed to have got a little bit of strength in the arm wrestle in the closing 10 minutes of that first half, and that's why they lead now by 9 points to 7, having been behind midway through that first half. So here at half time in the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie Championship semi-final, it is Tipperary who lead at half time. Tipperary 9 points, Armagh 7. Rejoin Roger, welcome back here to Donaghmore Ashbourne GAA. Just looking at a Tipperary change there, but looks of things. Number 22, Laura Shinners from Kilruane McDonough's. Looks like she is in and has gone into the forwards. Just waiting to identify who might be off. Max Malloy just waiting to ensure that the pitch is cleared of officials. Bill Mullaney, the last man to make it across. He must have been sweeping the dressing rooms before he came out. And no matter what the weather, we'll see Bill in shorts and a woolly hat. Anyway, ball is in, game is on. Armagh are the ones that gain possession again. And Sinead Quinn now will lead Armagh in attacking the town end of the grounds here at Donaghmore Ashbourne. Having to go backwards to go forward though. And it's a TIPP defence that seem to deal with this. Or have they? Murray in there trying to win it. Also the Armagh number 10, Emer O'Kane. Ball breaks and it looked like there's a chance there for Katie Convey to break away, but it is TIPP that come out with it, trying to get it here to Brennan.
Substitution for Tipperary team. Number 22, Laura Shinner, replaces number 12, Grace Maloney.
So Grace Maloney is the one that's replaced there from Cashel King Cormac's, replaced by Laura Shinner of Kilruane McDonough. Ball breaks inside now. The opportunity here for Gagan. Doesn't need a whole lot of a sniff of it, and she's put it over the bar. Ciara Gagan, one of the deadliest forwards in the game. Puts that ball over the bar here in the opening stages. So 9 points to 8. I wonder, will the arm wrestle continue? We wait and see. Or will someone take charge of this and open up a little bit of a gap as the ball breaks for Armagh. Hand on here now towards Rachel Murray. Murray though has been shepherded off that ball. And Lorna Ryan, Clonulty Rossmore is able to deliver this long, but it's there again. Convey stepping off the field but kept the ball in play. Gets a nice ball inside for Forker. Forker with a shot from distance, but that ball has gone out to the left and wide. 9 points to 8. It remains then with 2 minutes gone in this second half. Ball won by Sinead Quinn, the Derry News player. Knocking the ball in long. It's a dangerous enough one. Got to be watched in there by goalkeeper Lenan. And in fairness, Lenan has done very well, Laura, there, getting that ball away. We saw in the first game how that artificial surface can be a problem for goalkeepers, and now that it's wet, we had a bit of a fall of drizzle there at half time. Looks like the atmosphere has cleared a little bit again. The ball down along the wing on the far side. TIPP now looking to come on the attack, trying to find her full forward and captain, but it's well read. And I have to say, Gemma McCann, that is a right ding-dong battle between those two today. As TIPP come on the ball again. Shot coming in with a bit of purpose on it, but it's gone out to the left and wide, trading wides at the minute. And remains TIPP in front, 9 points to 8. Ball trying to get forward. Again, just confirming Laura Shinner's in for Grace Maloney at half time. Ball in to the direction of Grace and Mar. Grace gets it to Mar. Mar looking to battle on. Thought the pass looked a little bit off, but Max Malloy saw nothing wrong with it, and he's closer to it. And he judges so that TIPP were being fouled. It's going to be a free in. Match official Max Malloy from Wicklow, being helped up by Ronan Carroll, who's on the far side this second half. On this side it's Lisa Bannon from Cavan, and Louise Riley from Cavan is our fourth official. But opportunity. Jenny Grace. This game has failed to ignite. The crowd having the chats here. It hasn't engaged them too much as Grace knocks this ball over the bar. Puck out to come then from Kiri Devlin. 10 points to 8, TIPP lead. Ball runs over the top of Emer O'Kane there, and TIPP looking to get the ball forward, but it goes out off a TIPP hurl. It's going to be a sideline cut for Armagh, and it looks like Leanne Donnelly is going over to take this, and she'll be looking to, I'm sure, find an opportunity maybe that'll set up her sister inside, or Jennifer Curry. Jenny Grace on 5 points. Ciara Geoghegan on 5 points. They are the taliswomen for both teams here today in that 10.8 scoreline. Bit of a stoppage now as we see a TIPP player being treated, and a bit of refreshment getting on to some players. Just to remind you that Laois defeated Cavan 2-16 to 3-7 after 46 minutes. Cavan were just a point down, 2-10 to 3-6. They scored 2 goals in the space of 90 seconds, but Laois then took, I suppose, very much control, game managed the last 10 minutes or thereabouts of the game quite well, outscoring Cavan 6 points to 1. The changes that they made as well, the strength and depth of the Laois bench was a key factor, but credit Cavan to no disgrace in the performance they put in the Premier Junior semi-final this year. Their year is run, whereas Laois keep going until Sunday, August the 11th. So running repairs done. Max Malloy puts the watches back on. The cut from Donnelly doesn't make its intended target, but eventually runs through to Sinead Quinn, and it's back to Donnelly. Lost control of it, I thought, but she popped it up well, and that's some hell of a score. She puts it over the bar. Leanne Donnelly with probably the score of the game. Thought she had lost touch of it, but got it back in her position and put that ball over the bar from distance. So she joins her sister on the scoreboard. So warning to Tipperary, Armagh are not gone away. Advantage being played by the official to Tipperary as an opportunity now steps inside as the ball comes across now. Sinead Brennan trying to get on this, or Ciara Brennan I should say, looking to get on this, stepping inside. Oh, she's done that very, very well, setting up the opportunity, but yeah, too good to be true. Referee judging foul pass, but Ciara Brennan showing that she has prowess to be able to take on that Armagh defence. But it remains on the scoreboard, 10 points to 9 in favour of Tipperary. Ball down towards Sinead Quinn, getting away, and there's been a right battle with herself and Lily Fahy, but Sinead Quinn there gets a touch on it, but Fahy gets in and steals it back. It looks like hits the deck. Referee judges that to be a foul, I think rather harshly. So TIPP goalkeeper comes across. Laura Lennon from the Shannon Rovers club, knocking it up along the far side, looking for a bit of movement maybe out of the sub that came in, of course, Laura Shinners. Change being made. Is it Armagh? It looks like it's going to be number 12 coming in. That was Tierna Maxwell. Maxwell coming in for Emer O'Kane.
Substitute for Armagh. Number 12, Tierna Maxwell, replaces number 10, Emer O'Kane.
So like for like as such, 9 minutes into the second half, 10 points to 9. Ball hits the deck over on the far side. TIPP looking to get back there and get control of this. Armagh still fighting, still putting themselves about out there. Definitely a Premier Junior level, one of the kingpins of recent years. As breaking forward with a lovely little move out of Katie Cumiskey now, playing it on further along. Gagan nearly got a touch on it. It came off her shoulder, I think, and out to the left, right and wide. Quick pick out taken by Lenan, trying to release Ciara Brennan. Brennan then diagonally across, looking to get it into the clutches there of Jenny Grace. Grace getting around 2 or 3 Armagh players, playing a lovely dinky ball inside. Overlap, shot, but it's a great block. You'd have to say, where did Anya Doyle come from? Tip were lining that up for a shot in the back of the net, and Anya Doyle got across to put off the shot there that came in. And it's out for a 45, but how important could that block be? So you're watching the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Championship Camogie semi-final between Armagh and Tipperary. As I said, the arm wrestle continues, 10 points to 9. The winner will play Laois in the final in Croke Park on August the 11th. 12 noon throw-in. Don't forget the intermediate final at 2, senior final at 4:15. Those semi-finals to be worked out next weekend as the ball is played in and over the bar. And Tip just about keeping in front here. You would think a goal is needed as the ball is played forward. Even God is not on Armagh's side at the minute. 11 points to 9. As Tip have this cut from Pembroke. Looking for a bit of movement. She drops it in. Jenny Grace is there. Mar is there. Also an opportunity maybe for Gillian Kirk. Ball is on the deck. Tip looking to get in and lift it, but it's Armagh to steal it. And I have to say, this lady is having a hell of a game. Gemma McCann, as Armagh deliver down along the field now, looking to get Rachel Murray on the ball. Murray looking around, spinning left and right, goes inside, still looking for the ball, elected to go centre rather than divert it. Jennifer Curry looking to get onto it. Lenando is there and sends it out to the left hand side. Racing across is Armagh's number 5, Michelle McGuigan, trying to keep the ball away from Laura Shinners. Tip coughing up that possession. Armagh driving forward. Gagan threw herself at it. Curry following on. Lenan tapping it out. Kirk is or I should say Gagan is still there. Curry is there as well, waiting for it off the top as they break forward. Tip, bit of a, I don't know what you would call that. Looked like that we shall not cross. The two forces coming together, and he eventually decides to throw the ball in. I think Ciara Gagan knew what she was at. She entered the ruck there and just to hold up the Tip player coming out. And Max Malloy decided the easiest decision, throw the ball in. 11 points to 9 on the 20 metre line at the far end. Starting to get to a stage now where somebody needs to probably take a hold on this game. Tip 11 points to 9, but don't look comfortable. Gemma McCann playing very, very well, I have to say. Playing it out here now to Cumiskey. Cumiskey plays a low ball in, trying to find Gagan. Ball runs on. Opportunity for Armagh still to come. It'll be a great score if it goes over the ball. Tierna Maxwell, only in as a sub a couple of minutes, puts the ball up and over the bar. 1 point game again. Probably the best spell of play we've seen Armagh in the last few minutes. Tierna Maxwell was down to start, didn't, but has come in the last number of minutes and got a fine score. Puck out from Lenan, a little asking a bit much of the Tip number 5 there. That of course is Orla O'Brien, got 2 points for him in the first half. Tried to get on that ball, pressure now from Armagh as they tried to get level here again. Ball was being kicked out there by Katie Cumiskey, still on the deck. It looks like Armagh are in control of it. McCann again getting in and doing the dirty work. Lenan Donnelly playing it forward. Ball breaks, it's our midfield component, Katie Convey trying to get forward. Armagh sniff a bit of blood here, I think, but it's Tip that have looked to cut this off and eventually going to come out. Referee going to hold up the play and having a word with Tierna Maxwell. Just got that point for Armagh. She's going to find herself a yellow card as well, and all that happening in the 5 minutes that she's come on the field of play. I think it's a harsh yellow, I have to say. She feels that the hurl was being held, but anyway, it's getting into that point, as he said, that someone steps up to decide to win a game or not. "15 minutes to go. Ball is dropping in and it's dropping over the bar. TIPP just keeping Armagh at arm's length here. 12 points to 10. Referee judging Armagh have overplayed the ball. TIPP making a substitution. It looks like Lily Fahy is heading off, and it looks like number 17 has come in, Gemma Fox.
Number 17, Gemma Fox, replaces number 7, Lily Fahy.
Ball down in the direction now of Mar. Ball breaks away though. Armagh having to come again now, narrow the gap, and now have to try and eat into that 2-point lead. You would feel Armagh need a goal with 14 minutes remaining here, but still very much in the pot as Tipperary lose control of that ball, and it's out for a sideline. So Lily Fahy replaced by Gemma Fox from Aeroganicarty, of course, famous area and famous name. So ball is broken as TIPP tried to play that ball forward, but it's Tierna Maxwell, who I have to say has added a lot since she's come in for Armagh. TIPP looking to recycle this ball down the field and trying to get in there is Gemma McCann. I have to say, Gemma McCann and Mar, but what a rob by Mar there, looking to get inside now. Could this be a game decider and game changer? TIPP still coming in along the end line. Opportunity to finish it off. Blocked away. Kiri Devlin. They were talking about Patrick Collins 2 weeks ago, with Kiri Devlin showing her wit and strength and depth and everything and bravery to come out and knock that ball there away from the attentions of Laura Shinners. But Devlin hasn't been an entrusted Armagh goalkeeper for years for nothing. As Lisa Bannon, the match official, places the mark where the 45 is to be taken for Jenny Grace. And this will be the biggest lead TIPP have had in a while. If this goes over, she doesn't catch it particularly well, but it still makes it over the bar. Two 45s in a row now for Jenny Grace, bringing her total today to 7 points, 13 points to 10 now, and getting on the ball here, Niamh Forker. Forker trying to play it over in the direction of Katie Comiskey. I know Sinead Quinn has now gone full forward for Armagh, so they're hunting one thing, to be hoping that maybe Quinn can get her hands on the ball inside. Ball played forward. Anya Doyle tried to go up there and win that ball, but it looks like there might be numbers enough there for Armagh. Centre back trying to win that out there, Emer Hayes. Hayes was fouled though. She went to play the ball forward. The referee calling a halt, and I think a name and a yellow card might be in the offing here for a TIPP player. So Sinead Quinn, I imagine, is going to be a target here in the next few minutes. 11 minutes of normal time remaining. Armagh had a 3-point lead, and then they had a 2-point lead, and then TIPP had a 2-point lead at half time. So my notes are right. I think it's the biggest lead TIPP have had against Armagh. 13 points to 10. Chance for a long ball in here. In on the top of the D. Ball breaks. And eventually TIPP are able to clear it. You have to credit TIPP though. They seem to have got to grips with Gagan and Curry inside, and also the fact that Sinead Quinn has had to be moved to try and get her on the ball. TIPP have definitely snuffed those three out, and they would have been, of course, the danger players. Definitely in that opening quarter, they were the ones that were standing out. TIPP though have done well. Shinner's getting that ball on. An opportunity now to open up. This could be the game decider here if this goes up and over, but it's Kiri Devlin that got overhand. It's out for another 45. And the way Grace is hitting the ball, you'd fancy her to 3 in a row. Very unusual, 3 45s in a row, and could be potentially 3 scores in a row for Jenny Grace. TIPP turning the screw now at a key point in this game. Armagh finding it hard to get their key players on the ball as Grace sends this ball up and over the bar. Poke out to come from Kiri Devlin then. Target is over on the right hand side. Ball breaks. In possession, Michelle McGuigan had a fine game too. Ball down into the corner, looking for Jennifer Curry, but the TIPP defence are there, and maybe some of the experience, the senior experience, starting to tell here for this TIPP team. Defensively, they've just got their act together a bit better. And really have curtailed, as I said, the opportunity for the likes of Curry and Gagan. But still a while to go. A goal would significantly change matters. But Armagh, you would feel, need a score of some kind in the next 2 to 3 minutes. Here's a lady that could deliver one. Ciara Gagan, 5 points in this game so far. Been quite enough, as we said, in the last 15 minutes or so, but she's dropped the ball over the bar. Cracking score. Pucko taken fairly quickly. Lenan giving it to Brennan. Brennan delivering it across the field now, looking for someone to move in here with Jenny Grace. And sideline ball it is. Lovely cut. Ball is heading towards that goal, but it's gone out to the right and wide. Maybe TIPP would have been better off utilising that ball, but anyway, it was a shot off. But again, Armagh struggling now to get on the ball. Have withdrawn a couple of players to try and do that, and then maybe said it. Gemma McCann looking to get inside Mar. That, as I said, has been the battle all day. Gemma McCann is definitely in the running. Donnelly, or Gagan as she now knows, looking to get onto that ball. Ciara, ball hits the deck. 7 minutes remaining on the clock, as you can see over there. 14 points to 11. Murray looking to have a shot over her left shoulder. It's dropping short. Jennifer Curry looking to get inside. The former Cork All-Ireland winner still in there, looking to hunt for that. Ball is taken away by Nalan. It's still across the goal, and eventually TIPP get it away. Thought Jennifer Curry might have got a free there. But ball is out with Armagh. Armagh again looking to come hunting now. Got to 11 points to 10, and then TIPP just ground down a couple of scores. Just cut off some of the air that was going to that Armagh attack. 11 points to 10, couple of points, went out 14-10, now it's 14-11. Armagh have to go to the well now and try and work something here in the next 6 minutes. It's a free for Gagan. Ciara Gagan is tailing off though to the right, is it? Yeah. £14 to 11 for the right to play Laois in the Premier Junior Finals. Looks like change for Armagh. Okay, Comiskey is the player that's gone off.
Armagh, number 18, Aoife Crowley, replaces number 7, Kate Comiskey.
Aoife Crowley in for Kate Comiskey. As Armagh, you feel at this stage now, are going to have to find the back of the net. Ball out to the middle. Driving onto it, Captain Marr playing it forward. Breaking over. In fact, Marr is in there willing that ball, trying to get it. It was Ciara Brenda won it, played it forward, and Marr quite happy with the free. Looking to turn inside her marker. And Jenny Gray should tap this over the bar and again put some further out the gap. Race keeps things ticking over. Puck comes from Devlin straight away. Interchanging again from an Armagh point of view. Ball breaking out, and there's a tip player out of the ruck down holding her head. What happened there was just watching the movement around the other parts of the field. Halt and play there as tip player is down being attended to. The referee went in and talked to his officials, and he's now come out and he's speaking to Rachel Murray. So whatever consequences here out of that ruck, it's a yellow card anyway. As I said, the big story of the second half is the fact that Tipperary have been able to keep that full forward line of Murray, Gagan and Curry quiet, and also effectively take some of the influence of Sinead Quinn out of the game. And while Tip haven't been wholly impressive defensively, they've been quite strong, especially in this second half. So, long delay here. So there's going to be a little bit of time, and still time for Armagh. Don't forget, All-Ireland Day is Sunday, August the 11th. Starts at 12 o'clock with the Premier Junior final. That between Laois and the winners of this game. That throws in at 12 o'clock. The intermediate final is at 2 o'clock, and that, of course, the semi-finals are next weekend. Those opponents to be decided. And then the senior final, those semi-finals also next weekend, will be at 4:15 on August the 11th. Rachel Murray has been called ashore.
Substitution for Armagh. Number 28, Caitlin Byrne, replaces number 13, Rachel Murray.
So after picking up the yellow card, Rachel is off the field of play. Caitlin Byrne is in. Armagh now needing a goal. 4 minutes of additional time to be played by the looks of things as we head into that now. Ball breaking for Armagh.
4 minutes injury time.
Well, as I said to you, they haven't been wholly able to get into this game in the last quarter. Ball trying to find the hand now of Anya Doyle has got up there, and here's an opportunity. Jennifer Curry always lights things up. Curry settling on this, dropping it in, dangerous ball. It's batted away by Lenan. It just had so much air on it. Down here comes Tierna Maxwell, looking to get inside the tip defence, looking to hunt another opportunity. Going towards Gagan, it just got away from her hurl, and it's cleared by Ciara Ryan. Touch on a doe again. Armagh know if they find the back of the onion sack, they're putting a hunt on Tipperary, but Tip have a easy enough lead with 4 points in front, 15-11. It's going to take a monumental effort now from Armagh. Tip got a game, manage it well, and that'll work its way out. Anya Doyle having drifted forward now. Another big presence up in the forwards, maybe for long ball in. Tip though want to wrestle some of that hurt from last year, obviously getting to the final and losing to Clare. Want to be there and hope that their seniors will be there as well. Cut doesn't work out for Tip, and it's going to be a silent cut now for Armagh. Armagh looking to get back and win the Premier Junior title, of course, won it during COVID. That final wasn't played, of course, in Croke Park. If you remember, it was played in Breffni Park. Last year's, or 2 years ago, lost the final, of course. Last year, lost the semi-final to Clare. And it looks like at the minute they're going to lose the 2024 version to Tipperary. But anything can happen. 15 points to 11. Ball still there. But it's Tip that are coming driving out with it. Hit the deck and it's going to be a free out. And 2 minutes of that additional time. Are gone now as Tip have loads of time. Fairness, 2 semi-finals that people would probably have expected Tip and Laois to win handsomely have been quite competitive. Ball breaks. Leanne Donnelly trying to drive onto it. Might be helped out by Maxwell, but she's still going. Leanne Donnelly knows she has to get the ball in around the house. Eventually given the advantage for Tipperary girls around her, and that looked like a high hurl, and it's going to be a chance. I'd imagine this ball has to be dropped in. It's not a case of putting it over the bar. And it's going to be Michelle McGuigan, who's had a good game. Gemma McCann as well. You have to pick him out. Keeping it on, this ball is dropped in. It comes off a Tip hurl. Ball might break down. It's going to be in favour here of Orla O'Brien. Lost it though. Armagh putting on a last bit of pressure, but it's Tip there in numbers, and eventually going to be cleared to the line. Anywhere will do at this point. Heading into closing point at this stage. 15 points to 11. Have Tip done enough to play Laois in the Premier Junior final on August the 11th? Ball driven in. Armagh give it one last go here. Oh, turned into that. Tierna Maxwell, Ciara Brennan judged to have been the one that fouled. Physical, robust player is Ciara from the St. Killian's club. Opportunity again. Armagh, what do? We have to knock it in around the house, you'd imagine, or do you go for the point and hope you win the puck out? But time is up now, so going low for that. Ball is batted in. It's still in there. Comes across, and it's in the net. Armagh have plundered it. I don't know who did. but the ball is in the back of the net. It had to come, but it pinged around there. And as I said, on the edge of that artificial turf. We'll have to see who eventually got a touch, but now it's in the hunt. And will Max Malloy give Armagh one last chance? No, it's done and dusted. Just all a little too late. And time was up. Well done, lads. Laois will be playing Tipperary in the final on August the 11th. See the Laois management heading out here by us. But it's Tip and Laois then in the Premier Junior final on August the 11th. 12 o'clock throw in Crow Park. Part of a triple header, of course. 15 points to 111. But you'd have to say just a bonus for Armagh that they got that goal. Tip were in control of that and definitely took control of that last 20 minutes. And Armagh, I have to credit the Armagh number 3. She's despondent there at the minute. But Gemma McCann was the one that took that game. She battled so much with the Tip full forward, Gilmar, and she can't be disgraced in her performance. Armagh, as he said, for about 45 minutes of that game, were given as much as they could, but it's the game management of Tip in the last 20 minutes there that ultimately was to be a huge factor. Some of the experience, I would imagine, of a large number of those Tip girls a factor, and despite the fact that they conceded that goal, which will probably annoy Bill Mullaney, because they might feel they're given some hope for Laois in that All-Ireland final, but they were victorious in the end, and I think that score flatters Armagh that little bit. So we're going to hear from the Tip camp and the player of the match as well in the next couple of minutes, so do stick with us. But here for the moment, Tipperary have emerged victorious in this Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie Championship semi-final. It's heartbreak for Armagh 2 years in a row in the semi-finals. Tip march on in the hope to end their heartbreak from last year, but Tipperary 15 points, Armagh 111 is our full-time score. There, okay. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Bill, don't go away. And you're welcome back here to Pittside. I'm joined by our player of the match, Orla O'Brien. Orla, that was a right tussle, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know it was a very tough match. I think Armagh came out in the second half, which we knew they would, and played very defensively. But look, we battled on and we got through it. Even though it's only a point, we still got there in the end, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, and I think maybe for yourselves, you're probably alluding and taking some credit away from you. I thought defensively, he sorted a lot of things out, possibly. You know, you curtailed a lot of their, strong players, and ultimately that was a key part as well in your victory.
Yeah, I know, definitely our backs were absolutely phenomenal there. Like, we hooked, we blocked, we got it out. Even if it was over the sideline, over the first 65, like, we harassed them all day, and I think that's what got us over the line, that work rate that we brought today. So
now, we know there's been a lot of change obviously from last year, but was some of the hurt of last year, does it permeate through the management, kind of remind you we need to get back and rectify some of the things from last year a little bit?
Yeah, I know, definitely. Like, we know that we're thereabouts, and we seen that last year, and I know it is a different team kind of this year. There is a few survivors from last year's team, but we know that there's confidence there this year that, like, we can get there, and we're now in Croke Park, so we just got to go away and do it now.
Yeah, so now you're in Croke Park, you're putting it up to the seniors, of course, next week. It would be, it's shown kind of maybe where TIPP Camogie is in recent years. Wouldn't you think that, both TV are in with it? Well, you're there, but they have a chance to be there as well.
Yeah, I know, definitely. Like, the TIPP seniors are also having a great campaign, and I think that's what's driving us on. We know that we're both in it together, and we just have to get over the line now together and drive on TIPP Camogie for the underage and everyone going forward. Well,
credit to you. Congratulations, our player of the match. Well done on your performance here today, of course, Orla O'Brien. Thanks for joining us, Orla. I'll shake your hand, yeah, no problem. Bill Malani, I'm going to call on here. And he's just having a chat. Someone had the audacity to tell us we look like twins at the minute. I don't know about that, Bill, but congratulations, you're in the final.
If we are, I'm the more handsome twin. Yeah, it's great to be in the final. And look, we expected that coming up here, that Armagh would really put it to us. Like, round robin is one thing. We got through that fairly comfortably, and we expected a big task and a big ask, which was right to the end, But in fairness to us, like, we held on. Now we were in front to hold on. I thought, like, probably overall we were probably, I would say we were the better team. Like, over the 60 minutes, we had goal opportunities. We had 3 goals disallowed, you could say, more than anything else. So, I'm delighted for them, though. Like, they've worked so hard this year again, like, to get back to that position. You know what I mean? All we're there now is with an opportunity.
I felt, Bill, though, you managed the game very well, especially in the last 20 minutes. You snuffed out their attacking threat ultimately.
Yeah, well, like, we were trying to, like, exactly as you described it there, we were trying to, like, hold the ball in their half and, like, crowd a bit to the middle, and then we had Jenny and Sinead inside, so we knew if we got ball to them, would be able to hold it up, you know what I mean? And they did, and, like, they generated frees, in fairness. He was very consistent for high tackles and, for want of a better description, for hand passing or not hand passing the ball as well. But look, in fairness, every person that came on, or every bit that started, they killed themselves out in the field to get to an Ireland final. We knew what was at stake. I was worried about complacency, that we come up or we sailed through the round robin. But in fairness, they dug it out. We're a tough team, Yeah.
At half time, you got a score just before half time. You opened a bit of a gap. They come out and they kind of test your resolve. What was the message maybe at half time? Like, I just felt, especially, Jennifer Curry and Ciara Geoghegan, there was one or two of them especially, were kind of dictating the game for you. You were playing their game more than you were playing your own, I would think.
Exactly. Look, that's what. Look, you've described what we were saying inside. We need to step to our principles of play, like what we like to do and what we want to do and what we're good at. And I thought we did that better in the second half. But all year, for some reason, we've been playing better against the wind, and today was against the wind and uphill, where we can actually play the ball to hand, carry the ball, break the tackle, and get to the other side. And we did that. I think you're describing it well, that we managed it better, I think, in the second half than we did in the first. I think we were rushing, taking too much out of some of the ball, not relaxing on it, and not finding the player in the better position, But I mean, like, it doesn't matter the point will do, to get to the final,
You're in the final now, of course, on August the 11th. You're up against Laois again. You won't be taking anything for granted. They probably have nothing to lose. They can throw the kitchen sink at it, Bill, because again, you have to deal with that hot favourites tag as such.
Well, it's a thing that Tipperary counties never see, or Tipperary teams never seem to like. We always like to be underdogs, but we are favourites, and rightly so. We just have to deal with it. But I mean, like, if we think that Laois are just going to show up and control the kitchen sink at, what else would you do in an All-Ireland final? You know what I mean? Like, if you look at the league between Armagh and Laois, Armagh might have won it, but Laois put them to the pin of their collar. There was only a point, maybe 2 points in the end, and that was after nearly 70 minutes. You know what I mean? So so there was very little between them. And probably the three teams that are probably the strongest in the competition are there. Laois being the other one. Us, that's it. We have to go out, we have to perform, and I expect Laois to really come out and put us to the pin of our collar. I don't think they hand out the medals for nothing. You know what I mean? Just for showing up. So we need to show up, and we need to play even better than we did today, because Laois are a serious test.
We wish you the best of luck, Bill. Thanks, congratulations, and the best of luck in the final. Bill Malani there wrapping up then our coverage here today. So it will be TIPP against Laois on August the 11th in the Glen Dimplex Premier Junior Camogie Championship final. That game throws in at 12 o'clock on that day, and don't forget you can start buying your tickets now for that triple header of action. That'll be followed at 2 o'clock by the intermediate final, with those semi-finals being played next weekend at a time to be discussed and confirmed, I would imagine, tomorrow morning or probably on Monday, I would imagine. And then don't forget the senior semi-finals taking place in UPMC Nolan Park. That will be live on RTE television next Saturday afternoon, and those, of course, the senior final will be taking place also on the 11th at 4:15. So triple header of action in Croke Park. TIPP already have tickets, I would imagine. Laois now obviously as well. They are there. Who will be joining them on the day? That'll all be sorted out, of course, around this time next weekend. So from myself and all the teams that have been here, to Luke and Owen for the great job done in the background, hopefully you've enjoyed another good day of Camogie coverage here on the Camogie Association YouTube channel. We'll talk to you again soon. That'll more than likely be the intermediate semi-finals next weekend. Good luck to you.